to the Pit Stop Podcast. I'm your host, E, aka our Money Bass. And we got the pit crew with us today, man. Shout out to my man K Eagle. What's up, bro?
What up? What it do? What it do?
And we got my man Rose McCray. Rose, tell him what we do on the show, man.
Hey man, that's where we shoot the shit, talk about everything except politics.
And we got the man, the myth, the legend, Daryl Chill Mitchell. What's up, bro?
In the building over here at Disney, shooting that new show,
Oh,
you know what it is.
Hey, let me hold something. Let me hold something.
Pimp.
Let me hold something a little bit. I don't need much. Hold something. Hey, hey, in the day, man, we got a very, very special guest, man. If you don't know, man, I mean, the introduction not really needed, but we got the man, iconic. He been giving us movies, he been giving us music, man, to live by.
Yes,
Give it up, man. For our man, Ice Cube, man. Welcome to the show, man.
Welcome to the show, man.
Hey,
I had to do it. I had to do it.
Hey, Cube. So our first question is: did you learn your lessons about staying away from politics, man?
Well, in a way, yeah. You know, I come from an era, to be honest, where most people kept politics to themselves.
Yep.
And then lately, people have been wanting to be open about the politics. Me, I never really wanted to jump in the political arena, but after the George Floyd situation, everybody was, talking so much shit about wanting to make amends, wanting to make America better, wanting to, right some of these wrongs, want to fix some of these problems. So I put together, I was like, yo, let's, everybody's hollering this, that, and the other. Let's take a 30,000 foot look at the problem and how did we get here? And, I created something called the Contract with Black America. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like a look at how we got here, right, and some basic suggestions on how to get out. How do we, get out of this, this wealth gap situation, and so both parties wanted to look at it. It was real controversial, and everybody started to really try to use me like a political football.
Right. Right.
Pull me to their side, that side, and this, that, and the other. And it wasn't really about the Contract with Black America. It was more about, political maneuvering.
Right.
And so, of course, everybody was talking shit about it, about me, and who looked at it and who I talked to and this, that, and the other. So this cycle, I just said, you know what? Mind your own, you live longer. So,
man, that's
business.
That's a bar.
Business, and not tell nobody how to handle their own business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Grown man talk, bro.
Grown man talk, bro. Straight up, chill, just grown man shit.
Grown man shit,
your goddamn business.
Exactly. Hey, man, hey, look, how you chill? How you chill connect, man? How y'all meet each other?
Yo,
man, it was like, wasn't it right after you did house party?
After I did house party, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, you ain't. I bet you ain't. Yeah, you will remember this though. Remember Alvin Tony?
Alvin Tony.
He be with EPMD.
Oh yeah,
Al Stone.
Yeah, crazy.
Alvin Tony brought you to Wine Dance.
And
we was on straight. I never forget. I said Ice Cube is in Wine Dance. Wow. Me and Rakim, you know Rakim from Wine Dance. So you came to Wine Dance. You was on straight path, barbershop, Spanish store. I was like, yo. We was like, yo, this man was deep in New York, and I swear,
wow,
this is when I was working on America's Most Wanted.
I was kind of thinking it's probably about that time.
Yeah.
About 91, right?
Hanging out on Long Island.
Yep.
With at 510 Franklin, which is where the bomb squad would do all they, cooking up their beats for Public Enemy or
yes, sir,
whoever they was working with. I even met Busta Rhymes back then, and then we was out there hanging out. We had to be in Long Island for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
Our job was to fill up 2 crates full of the samples we wanted to use on America's Most Wanted. So it took us a minute to get those crates full of shit we really wanted. So in the meantime, E would come scoop us up, and we, that's when I first met Redman. I first met K Solo.
Yep.
Man,
shout out to them.
Yeah, just hanging out, and we became real cool. And those days was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was cool to be out there and accepted. I'm a West Coast MC, so to be accepted by the New York's finest and shit was a dream come true. For me.
What was
you're honorary East Coast member?
Huh? Say it again.
I said he was an honorary East Coast member there, huh?
Oh yeah. Official tissue.
Oh yeah.
Official tissue, bro. And I was at the Apollo.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Matter of fact, you tell the story. I let them bro. It's your interview.
We as a solo artist going into the Apollo, it was the Mecca for us because we all grew up knowing how big the Apollo was, and Showtime at the Apollo was a big show, back then. So we felt like, okay, this is one of those milestone moments. Now, backstory, we had went to the Apollo before with NWA. Mm-hmm. This was during a new music seminar.
Yeah.
The new music seminar shit was going on in Manhattan, but they were sending all these groups to Harlem to perform, and so Easy signed us up to perform and shit. Little did we know we was gonna be performing behind and around some of New York's finest, I mean, back then that's a Sonic, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's Heavy D and the Boys.
Was Mo D out there?
Yeah, I don't know if Kumo was out there, but it was just all day. They had going there, not only the super famous ones, but the ones I was trying to get on. And so we ended up going up, and as soon as motherfuckers saw them Jerry curls, they start booing, right? Woo, 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 right?
Y'all ain't even sung nothing yet.
So we started getting into our thing, and then they started to come around a little bit.
Right.
We felt it was a little too late, you know what I mean? They had knew one song, which was "We Want Easy" because it was a video.
Yeah.
So so that was fresh in my mind. So I had broke up with the group, and when I came back, I was coming back after America's Most Wanted. It was a solo gig. So I was remembering that time. I was like, man, we gotta kill this shit. Like, we cannot get booed again. So we get up there, and it's a totally different reaction. It was none but love. Motherfuckers had rushed the doors, so it was people in the aisle. They had threw money on the fucking stage. It was just a total 360. So after that night, man, I don't even know if I went to sleep and shit. I was so because you don't want to get booed in New York. It's like and they will boo you. Like it ain't like motherfuckers gonna be cool with you if you ain't the shit,
Right. Hey, Cube, they booed Cam They booed Cameron.
Let me tell you something. New York will boo a casket, boy.
I don't know if it's a New York MC that has not got booed at one time. Maybe Rakim, but maybe like it's just inevitable. At some point, you're gonna feel it from this. You know,
Rakim did get booed.
Really?
Wow. Let me tell you why. Because the song was called Eric B for President. Yeah. So everybody wanted Eric B. Because they didn't understand Eric was the DJ and Raw was the MC. So it took a minute for them to get it, man, because it was just like everybody with
and it was a story why it was named that too, right?
They loved the song, but they was confused with who was who.
Yeah.
That's what got them, man.
That makes sense.
Because that when that record hit, boy, it was like everybody was like, where, something certain, like we went to Jersey one time. They was bugging out like, yo, we want Eric B, man. Where Eric B? Like, yo, bro, hold it, man. Yo, this Eric is the DJ, Rod's the MC. So they started getting it. So, but yeah, that's the only time, but not for his lyrics or music. They loved the music. They were just confused.
Yeah. Hey, Q, man. One of my favorite albums from me was America's Most Wanted, right? So fresh out of NWA, being in a group, just a lot of compromises and things like that. But you going to New York, Mecca hip hop, and your first solo album, what was like your mindset? Like you explained how it was when you came back to the Apollo as a solo artist. Like, what was your mindset now? Like, you got the whole world waiting on this Cube album.
Well, it was a little different. It wasn't like the whole world was waiting on the Cube record. It was more like, what the fuck is wrong with Cube? Why would he leave such a legendary group? He tripping. He fucked up. How could he ever match the production of Dr. Dre? So it was more, that was the sentiment. And so I felt like I had a lot to prove. Felt like my back was against the wall. And look, what was something that I never really fathomed till it was on top of me was, now it's my show. Now what I want on the record is gonna go. It's not, yelling with Easy or fussing with Dre or talking shit to Mello or trying to get fans coming. It's no more of that bickering about what's gonna be actually on the record and what's not. And so I felt like, oh shit, now I got the freedom to make any kind of record I want to make. Yeah. I felt like I wanted my record to feel like a mixtape more or less, like not a lot of breaks. It's just one song coming right after another with skits in between and just had that shit rolling. Which, my album is one of the first ones to be like that all the way through.
Yeah.
And so,
because that Gangsta Fairy Tales.
Yeah. That was actually a song I had wrote for Eazy-E.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I took it for myself when shit went sour, but little boys and girls, they all love me. I'm on the lap of Eazy-E. So I just changed that to ICE. So it was a record that I felt like I was ready, but I'm glad we had the Bomb Squad because now I felt like, okay, I'm in good hands. Like, it's gonna be hard for me to fuck up with this group of guys. You know what I mean? Like they certified, they know how to make hits. They was my favorite producers, which people are like, how you working with Dr. Dre? How's the Bomb Squad your favorite producers? Because Public Enemy was my favorite group.
True. Burn, Hollywood, burn.
Production was next level. And I felt like Dre was coming into his own. He he was becoming the man, but these dudes was already there. Digging. I've seen Dre, working on his craft since like '84 to get where he was, producing records, on a mass like Easy first album, NWA, DOC. That's when he started hitting his stride.
Oh, you say 84, you saw Dre and but is it mind blowing to see how much money hip hop has generated, yo?
It is. But it was making good money then. I saw a lot of independent artists on the West Coast. A lot of artists got started the independent route. Wasn't no major signing. Nobody but Ice-T. He got signed to Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
It was actually Sire Records, which was owned by Madonna, I believe. But yeah, that's a trip,
Okay, yeah, I was like Madonna. I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, she was in the hip hop, early in her days. She used to fuck with the Zulu Nation.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But so everybody was independent, and they was making a good living independent. Selling 40,000 records here, 30,000 there, 50,000 here.
And you gotta think that's physical right there. That's physical albums though.
So that's physical albums, yeah.
That's chunk of change. And so I was saying, okay, there is money in this, but to see it explode to the point where, it was the most dominant music for decades. Never saw that coming, because when we first started, hip hop was fighting to even be respected as music.
Right.
The soul singers was killing us. They was like, this is not music. This is a fad.
What? Oh my God.
This is not gonna last. Yeah, a lot of soul singers was getting us, was really, dissing the music.
So what made you like get into rap, and was it your first love, and then how did you fall in love with it? Like, what was that, or how would that happen?
I first, heard I would hear shit on like they would do records back in the day where they would just splice them together, and they would have these records that would have these mixes of all these different kind of records, like Superfly, he's a bad mother, shut your mouth, all this kind of stuff going in and out, but it was spliced together. And I was like, man, that's like entertaining as hell to have all these different songs mixed in. Like, it was almost like a mix, but it was a B-side of a 45. So stuff like that would catch my attention. Hearing Buffalo Gals and Blondie and then hearing raps, even Tina Marie and shit. All these parts in the songs would always like catch me. And then when I was about 10, my uncle played Rapper's Delight for me.
That was it.
And I saw Heaven and fucking I saw the Milky Way and all kind of shit. It was just I was just like, damn, they got stuff out there that's good and it's perfect for me, and I think I made them play the record like 6-7 times in a row. Now, this shit is 14, 15 minutes long. So he was tired of my ass in this record. He told me, okay, man, one more time. I'm gonna play it one more time. Let's go to the next song. So I was looking at 10, and then I would just seek the music wherever I could find it. We had a dude who would watch the kids on the yard. His name was I think his name was Daryl Lott. call him Mr. Lot. And he would bring his boombox up. He was a young dude. He wasn't that old. He would bring his boombox, and he'd be playing, you know, Eighth Wonder, Mo Bounce to the Ounce. And he was just all these gems, you know. He'd be playing, looking for the perfect beat, and you know. So I'm like, I'm not even playing with the kids, you know. Forget basketball, forget caroms, forget everything they doing. I'm by this radio, like trying to hear the next song, and he started bringing pop lockers up to the school to entertain us and shit. And I was starting to just get engulfed in this. And Sir Jinx, which is Dr. Dre's cousin, lived down the street from me, and he would always come up and ask my father for cardboard and shit. Like, you got any extra cardboard, Mr. Boy, what do you want this for? And he take it and cut it up, and he'd be out there spinning on his head and shit. I'm like, run down there. What you doing, man? It's like, man, I'm breakdancing. I'm like, what? So I was just amazed, you know, just as a spectator. And when I was about 14, me and this dude named Kiddo got put in this fucking typing class because we was late to get our electives. So all they had left, all the counselors, all they had left was typing. So here we go. We like, damn, man, I ain't trying to be no secretary. So we would get bored and write. He was like, man, can you write a rap? You write a rap. I'll write a rap. Let's see which one's the best. So we spent all our times typing out raps.
That's dope.
And I just kept going. You know what I'm saying? He stopped. I started writing raps. I started, and then I didn't even know how to rap on beat and shit. I was just rapping the air. So I didn't even know like the techniques. So I would go down to Jink's house. You know, make a long story short, I'll go down to Jink's house, and he had turntables, he had instrumentals and shit. So, you know, he'd rock the instrumentals and get me to rock the beat. And I was like, now I got it. Here's what I need to do. It just helped me with my pen.
Dope.
Yeah. That's fucking dope. Typing class. You
go ahead, yo, Jay, go ahead and ask your question you always ask.
What
do Cube not remember his first rhyme?
Dad, do you remember your first rhyme you wrote?
Just the first line.
Oh shit! Come on, you gotta say it.
My name is Ice Cube, and I want you to know I'm not Run DMC or Curtis Blow. That's my
hey. And the world know who Ice Cube is now, so
exactly.
Yo, dog, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, bro. In Apollo, you was performing solo.
Yeah.
And you did Fuck You, Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And they ain't want you to do and what's the other one? I think Fuck the Police.
Yeah.
They just like, yo, you can't perform them songs. But he did Fuck You, Ice Cube. I think they trying to repair that damn Apollo right now. Yo, Cube, was there y'all think every nigga in there left with a Jerry curl?
Man, Bannister.
Bro,
Bannister get, you know, they handed it down to the set, just ripped the banister off the shit.
Bro.
It was throwing money.
It was incredible.
It was insane. And one dude came up, he said, man, I ain't seen that since James Brown performed here.
Yeah.
Bro, I was there. I just, because, you know, we want to see what's going on.
I think it was a combination of, you know, the record and then me working with the Bomb Squad.
Jeez.
And sonically that marriage of that East Coast music with them West Coast lyrics, it just was like a explosion.
Duh. Like a better word, like a pure explosion, boy.
Hey, Q, when I say
fire.
Hey man, when I first heard NWA and that first Straight Outta Compton shit came on, I think I had to be like, I had to be like, I don't know, I had to be like 9 or 8 or some shit. But I knew some shit was, I knew some wild shit. This shit different. Because I know I would listen to Special Ed, and because my cousin, my uncle, I'm listening to Special Ed and all those other stuff. But when that shit came out, crazy motherfucking name, Ice Cube. I like, ho. Nigga, I don't know. Y'all niggas scared me. I ain't gonna lie.
That was the purpose.
Yeah, it was like we wanted to, we wanted to have records that that moved us like, Rebel Without a Pause and
that makes sense.
Bring the Noise, and these records just like exploded at you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no kind of ramp up shit. It was just like, and we felt like these were the records we were trying to like match in a way, the energy. And then Easy gave us the green light, really, because nobody would put big money behind those kind of records.
Right.
I look at it like y'all were the Raiders of the rap game. Y'all were the niggas they love to hate.
It was supposed to be strictly underground, though.
Right.
See, we never knew it was gonna blow. Mm-hmm. We just thought the kind of records we doing, we just gonna be these underground artists that if you know, but if you don't, you probably ain't gonna hear from us. But the shit, it did the exact opposite. Like we went hard with it, but then we had lawyers and doctors and motherfuckers playing that shit for each other. Like it just took off the other way. And so we've been riding that wave ever since. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the wave we've been riding, because once we went pure with what we wanted to do, that's when the world said, yo, this is what we want. This is what we accepted.
Yeah, we didn't even know we needed that though. That's the crazy thing about it. We didn't know.
Right.
I remember listening to y'all, man. That shit was crazy. Like my boyfriend at the time, he had to tell you the Celica. And that motherfucker would play Boys in the Hood. And I remember sitting in the car and that motherfucker came on, woke up quick at about noon, just thought that I had to be in Compton soon. And then I remember that, and I just remember the other part. He was like, he yelled out fire. Then came Susie. The bitch came in, and I was like 9 years old singing that shit. Police shot the bitch.
Oh, yeah, he was young.
I was like,
he was young.
I was going to elementary school talking about Boys in the Hood are always up.
Oh, he was young.
Yeah, man.
No, we didn't know we needed y'all. That shit, like he said, like that shit was crazy just to hear it, and it was different. Like it was just different music from what I was used to. Like coming up on the Nas and Biggie and all that stuff, and even before that. But just hearing that and the beat, the bass, all that shit, it was just totally different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, for me,
it was some fun times, and we was creative, young, and. You get me and Dre and DOC and Easy.
Ooh, that's my
shout out to DOC.
A lot of talent, a lot of good ideas just being shot. And what's cool is that Dre and Yellow was able to execute the music, to match the ideas.
Right.
Hey, my man Rose McCrae, he got a question about one of my favorite movies, man. Go ahead, Rose. Ask him, man. Hey, go ahead.
What? I mean, he got a lot of them though. Like
I know, but all right. So I'm gonna say.
So are you talking about Players Club?
No, not that one. Not that one. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Hey, Moneybags always do that. He always do that.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
CB4.
Yes.
So the thing about CB4, of course, that's when I kind of knew NWA was too, because of the parody, right? So it came out straight out of Low Cash, a crazy motherfucker named Gusto. So when y'all not to jump around, but when you seen that for the first time, and parodies now, as I got older, understand that they paying homage a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel like they were paying homage to y'all, or you was like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the most he's one of the most talented comedians too. Chris Rock and you know all that shit. And then
I mean, I understood it. You know, I mean, actually, we did a cameo. I did a cameo on the movie.
That's right, you did do the yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm cool with Chris. You know, it's comedy. I felt like, yo, you know, the group must be next level if they want to do something like this,
right?
To kind of parody the group. You know, I had seen other parodies. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't trip on it. I think. You know, I wasn't really fucking with NWA as much when that movie came out, but I heard a couple of them was a little upset. But me, you know, I got a sense of humor, as you know.
Yeah,
we know
myself, so I wasn't tripping on it at all. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what gave you the, you know, going into, you know, you conquered the music game. We, like I said, you the GOAT to me, man. So, but the movie industry.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying on the clip, you know, John Singleton was the first that shows you, you know, all these storytelling that you're doing. You know, you can turn that into writing scripts and things like that. Like, what sparked that? You know, that conversation sparked that. But then, like, you took that and then you took it beyond. You know, all respect to John Singleton, but you took it beyond, you know, past where he took it to. You know what I'm saying? As far as the music, movie industry.
Yeah, you know, I met John. We pretty much the same age or close to each other's age, and he was a intern at the Arsenio Hall show backstage.
Oh wow!
And I had went up there because I wanted to talk to Arsenio about getting NWA on the show, and he came up to me and he was just talking to me saying, "Yo, I'm a junior USC. I wrote this movie, man. You perfect for it." And I'm looking at him like, "What are you talking about? I don't even act." Like, so.
Yo, so he had a vision that around NWA time. He had that vision.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He had that vision, and so, I you know, I was like, okay, you know, I talked to him for a little while. Then I missed Arsenio, so I left. Then about a year later, I seen him again, and he came up to me. He was like, "Remember me?" I was like, "Yeah, I remember you." He said, "I'm a senior now at USC, and I still got this movie I'm gonna put you in." I'm like, "Okay, man. All right, okay." And then I broke up with NWA, started working with PE, and then we was back in LA. PE had a show at the Palace, and so I went up there, and then I saw his ass again. He come up, he like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna graduate soon, but I got this script." And he started trying to tell me about the movie and shit. Halfway listening, because you know how that shit is. You talk to you about something business, and you here for something totally different. Right. So he ended up talking so long, his ride left him. His fucking ride left him, and he didn't have no way home and shit. So he was like, "Man, can you give me a ride to the dorm?"
That's crazy.
I don't do this kind of shit. I don't even really know you, dude. So I drive him to his dorm, and I'm like, "Man, if I don't never see this little motherfucker again," he got me working. It's 2 a.m. Driving his ass on the other side of town. I'm ready to go home myself. So
now you the show for now.
Yeah. I didn't hear nothing. And then my manager come up to me one day and was like, "Somebody want to put you in a movie." So I'm like, by then I had done my solo shit. I was bubbling. I was like, okay, some white motherfucker done seen me. Gonna put me in a movie. So I take the script, I throw it in my back seat. They give you something called sides, which is just sides, a couple lines that you want to read, a couple scenes. I don't even look at that shit. I just fold it and put it in my back pocket. the shit sit back there for 2 or 3 days. So I supposed to go meet this dude on Thursday. I don't even know who it is. So I'm in the parking lot, pull the sides out. I'm trying to read the shit. You know, halfway. I don't know the context or nothing. So I go upstairs. And this fucking John Singleton. You know what I'm saying? He like, I told you.
Yeah.
Y'all doing a movie. I'm looking at all the casting on the wall. And
they got.
You know, so I'm like, damn, this is real. But when he go to audition me, you know what I'm saying? I'm stuck. I'm terrible. I don't know the lines. I'm reading. I'm terrible. And he say, Q. He say, man, did you read my script?
Fuck no.
It's in my back seat.
Yeah.
He said, you were terrible, man. It is bad. Shit, I ain't no actor, John. You know, I ain't. I'm not do this shit. He said, man, he said, I know you can do it, though. He said, look, I'll give you one more shot. Go home, read the whole script. You're going to get it. And then when you read the whole script, come back tomorrow. I'll give you one more shot at it. But if not, I'm going to have to get an actor, man, because this ain't working. Okay, I'm going to take this now. I went home and read this shit. I'm like, damn, this is about how we grew up.
Right.
Oh, damn. So I could play any of these parts, you know what I'm saying, if I wanted to. So when I went back, I was better. So to answer your question on how I started writing this shit, like once we knew we was making the movie, he wanted me to kind of understand what's a good movie, what's a bad movie, you know, what the movie he's trying to do compared to some of the other movies that I probably seen. So it was like a little film class and shit. He was, you know, he'd be like, come on, man, let's watch a couple of movies. He would show me, you know, Clockwork Orange and, you know, you know, these real cinematic things. And then he just looked over one day and said, when you going to write a movie, Q?
Wow.
I was like, come on, John. Like that, trying to get this acting shit down. He said, nah, man. He said, you can write a movie. He said, if you can write records that vivid, you can write a movie. And he said, you're going to have to. He said, you think Hollywood going to have some shit around, sitting around, dopest boys in the hood for you? Yep. He said, man, Hollywood ain't got shit for you, man. Hollywood ain't got shit for an actor like you, man. You got to make your own movies, write your own movies, man. That way you'll be able to, you know, if you want to keep going, do this shit. So
visionary.
That day I left his house and went and bought a laptop. I bought a Final Draft computer program.
Yeah.
And just started to try to figure out, you know, how to write a movie and shit. I just started. I didn't even have an outline or nothing.
That's crazy.
And he started helping me, you know, get better and better. And I wrote 2 movies that he kind of helped me get tight, but they wasn't right. You know, they wasn't all the way there. And the third movie I wrote was Friday. So by then I was much tighter and got it right, obviously.
So those movies, iconic movies, of course, Boys in the Hood, Players Club, Higher Learning, you know, like, of course, Friday. Like, did you know, like, even when you start writing in the movies that you did, you know what I'm saying? Hell, even Anaconda, like, did you know those were going to be big movies, like the ones for our Black culture and then the ones just for the culture period? Did you know when you did them, write them, that they was going to be as big as they were?
I was hoping, you know, I felt like, you know, Hollywood had movies, but they didn't have the flavor that I was delivering. You know, I felt like, you know, either the movies were too corny that Hollywood had out or too raw. And if you could just, you know, keep the good shit and then lose the corny shit.
Gotcha.
You get a sweet spot where it's on point, you know, and it's not over the top with the rawness, but it's not over the top either with trying to be too polished. But it's you know, it's just like we like shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, Friday was perfect, man. Because like I think everybody can relate to Fridays. Or like
everybody done had a Friday. Everybody can do Friday. Like everybody can do Friday.
Yeah.
Anybody can go right now. We can all go on our porch, call one of our crazy ass friends or cousins over.
Yeah.
Trip on shit till find something to do. You know what I'm saying?
No, true story. I really got fired in high school. My first job, I got fired on a Friday on my day off. True story. I worked at a cleaners. And I'm like, this shit really happened. Like,
it happened to my brother. That's why I got the story. It happened.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother worked for UPS. And,
filling boxes.
He used to work for UPS, and he went to a concert the night before. He went to see M. Toomey, you know, Juicy Fruit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Biggie sampled it on Juicy, but and George Clinton, who had one solo, who had out Atomic Dog at the time. So he didn't have work the next day, but he stayed out at the concert. He didn't come home till the next morning, so he was still faded. I was asleep, and I heard my mother tell him, "Where you going?" He said, "I'm going to get my check." Going to my job to get my check. And my mother was like, "Don't go up there. You've been drinking. You shouldn't go up there." So, I mean, I ain't about to work. I'm just going to get my check and I'm going to leave. So he went up there, and what happened was, instead of just going to get his check and leaving, he saw some of his coworkers on the floor, so he went down there and was just shooting. He just shooting shit with him. And he said one of his chicken shit ass supervisors that he got into with the week before came down around and smelled alcohol on his ass and fired him.
Oh, damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Yo, I don't remember. You ever told that story? I never even told that story.
That's an exclusive. That's an exclusive right here.
He was like, "Yeah, Mama, guess what? I'm still asleep." I'm hearing all this. Got fired. Shit. What did I tell you? Go down there. I get up now and shit. I'm like, damn, this got to be the craziest shit I done heard. I'm get fired on the day off.
That's crazy.
Hey, look, speaking of somebody getting fired, my man Keegle say he got fired. That sounds like something he would do. That sounds about right. He would get fired on his day off. That's some shit he would do.
He does stupid shit like that. He does stupid shit like that.
Hey, chill. Your cousin knew I was getting fired before I got fired too, because he kept saying, He said, "You call your job yet?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm on vacation."
Yeah.
Hey, I called the dude back. He say, "Yeah, you haven't made the call." He say, "Your services are no longer needed."
Oh.
What the fuck you mean? What's up? Come to find out, one of the co-workers, they ratted on me because we got into it. And then he went and told the boss, and he got bad attitude. Yeah, he fired my goofy ass.
Yo, Q, we always ask this question, man. What was one of the craziest places you ever performed?
Yes.
Yeah. Easiest places I performed at the I think it's called the Jugaloo. It's a fucking insane clown posse
shit
festival that they have. And man, this some fucking Purge, Mad Max, it's some Joker type
Yeah, they was wrestlers too, right? Didn't they wrestle or something like that back in the 90s?
Man, I know they got a big ass following, and
Yeah,
they
motherfuckers crazy, man.
They have this shit in the middle of a cornfield called the Juggalo Festival, and it's Mad Max like a motherfucker back there, man.
Damn.
You know,
how'd you hook up with that though?
I mean, they you know, they fans of mine and shit, and asked me to do the show, so we did it, and it was like one of the craziest places I ever been. And at one time I was in Germany, and I performed on a fucking chair. We was on a boat. We was on a boat, like, and they wanted me to perform at this spot, and they didn't have a stage. So I stood on a fucking chair and just rocked this whole fucking boat on the chair and shit. So that was like wow, real wow.
We had what, Nigeria?
Yeah.
Nigeria. Y'all heard about shit like in Nigeria. I heard about that spot.
Yo, they had us rolling on him.
Yeah, man.
Nigeria. Vinny for Naughty by Nature. Yo, he had us on him. Died about his experience. And then who else?
Who else? That was
Sadat, yeah.
That shit had us weak, boy, died. So yeah, man. So Germany, that's where they had you on a chair.
Yeah, they had me on the chair out there and shit. I rocked it though.
Yeah.
How the hell that's on the chair? That's crazy as shit.
I couldn't move. You just gotta have the songs.
But yeah, you know, that's the fly thing, man. Because I was in LA around that time when y'all was really rocking, man. So when I watched straight up, you know, the movie, I was like, all right, let me see where they going with this. Nah, y'all, it was there.
I think that's one of the best biopics because y'all were actually y'all were hands on with it.
As I tell people, I'm like, nah, I said I was there, bro. I can verify the information. Bro. It was there.
We really wanted you to feel the era. You know what I'm saying? Like feel how it felt to be in that era. And F. Gary Gray did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
Director. All the actors was on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it was one of the hardest movies I ever put together because it was, you know, true. You had to try to shove 10 years into 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we did a pretty good job with it.
Nah, y'all did a hell of a job.
In the movie too, though. In the movie, I've seen in the part where, you know, of course it was your son, but you went into the hospital and you seen Easy on the bed and you know, he was hooked up to all the tubes and stuff like that. And it was a crazy scene, but he was like, nah, I don't want to remember him like that. Did you ever, I know sometimes they enhance stuff in movies to make, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Is that how that really happened? Did you ever get a chance to really kind of hash your things out with Easy?
Nah, he was, when I got to the hospital, he was already unconscious. So I was expecting him to wake up. And then I come back up there and be able to talk to him. So I ended up, me and my wife, we ended up getting a hotel room down the street. And I just told his people, give me a call when you wake up and I'll come back here. You know, I didn't want to just go in there and be over him and he's dated or whatever. So I got a call like at 2 a.m, and it was his people saying that he passed. Yeah, I was like, whoa. I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. Because when I went there, I saw Drake coming out, and I was like, you know, how is he? You know what I mean? He was like, man, he looked normal. Like, he looked like himself. He looked like he sleep. So, okay, he gonna be, you know, he ain't in bad shape. And so I was surprised that he passed before I got a chance to talk to him.
Wow, bro.
That's tough. That's deep. That's deep.
Nah, so I mean, you've been in the transition, man. You've been in legendary groups, man. You know, NWA, West Side Connection, Mount Rushmore. Speaking of egos, man, how do you control all these egos, man? Because we got one up here.
Yeah.
It's hard time to control this guy. So how do you maintain the egos in the group, man?
I mean, you know, you gotta respect everybody's ego, understand it, you know, try to understand where everybody coming from.
Yeah.
And you know, the thing is, everybody wants to be acknowledged. You know, even whether you get your way or not, or you do it the way you want, you know, or you know, it's being done the way you want it done. As long as people acknowledge that, you know, this is the way you want it or this is the way you don't want it, you know, I think that's really how you know, maintain, you know, these big egos. I've worked with a lot of big egos.
We know.
And it's kind of like, as long as they understand what's the purpose, what we're trying to accomplish. You know, I done work with a lot of comedians, and you know, a lot of them want to get off. You know, when I'm on screen, I want to get off every time. You know, I don't want to hold back, and sometimes I have to say, "Hold on, man, this is Mike Epps' turn."
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cat, just take a step back on this scene. I'm gonna give you your turn on scene 62.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when you get off. So sometimes you just gotta let people know, I got you, baby. I'm gonna let you get off, but this is his turn. That's gonna be your turn. I'm gonna pull him back and let you do your thing. So you don't have these clashing, talent fighting for the laugh. You know, to be out front. You just gotta let people know, yo, let me know when it's my turn to shine.
Hey, like I say, man, I know when I gotta be the star. You know, when chill on, you know, I take the, you know, I'm the co-pilot. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when it's just me, I gotta carry the show, man. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta carry the show, man. I gotta carry these dudes, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get your way.
He's the goofiest motherfucker on the show.
Okay, here you go.
Let's get that out the way. Yeah, he's the one that we have to always get the shit right. I'm surprised he hit the record button. He usually fucks up before we stop.
Hey, yo, but I want to talk about the new song player.
Yeah.
We got to go into that.
It leads right into it. It's my ego.
It's my ego.
When I heard that, I told my cousin, I said, bro, you got wrote a song for you, boy.
Yeah.
Wrote a song for you, dog.
Hey, Q.
Right,
I called him this morning. My bad, y'all. I gotta get this. I called him this morning.
Go ahead, dog.
He was like, yeah, we got Q, you know, blah blah. And I was like, his voice got real high. He said, hey, you wrote a song for me. It's my ego. That's me. That's me. I told y'all. I'm like, you got it, bro. You got it, bro.
Yeah. Tell me that one, dog.
Yo.
Salute.
Yeah, man.
Because I was chilling at the crib, and I guess you was putting out the blast with the link, and I got the link.
Yeah.
I played it again. I told Cube, I said, yo, bro, I love the song, but the only problem that I ain't in this video, dog. I'm like, yo, I'm watching it, but I'll tell you one thing I got out of that video. It says, I'm Ice Cube. I will kid, but I don't joke.
Yeah.
Yo, I can hear it. I'm kidding with y'all, but I ain't joking. Yo, because I know you, and I'm like, y'all don't know this. I said, yeah, he you know, he doing what he do, and it's candid. But bruh, but that joint, man, and I hope, and I know you trying to get it to the masses, man. And I'm like, yeah, all right, because you know, I like authentic old school hip hop. I like the beginning, a middle, and the end. and you wrote that joint, boy. I was like, yo, so I put it. You know how we do, man. We got to put it in the car. Got to ride with it. Right. We got to put it on. I got it in it. I'm riding with it. So I said, yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I said, I'm gonna go to the set. I'm gonna put it on the set. I want to see who gonna move and who gonna what. I said, okay. Yeah, y'all moving. I said, okay. I just wanted to see who gonna move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I'm biased, so I gotta see what these cats gonna do. I was like, okay, moving. And you play it, you play it kind of mellow. I ain't blasting them. I'm like, yo, I keep a boombox under my chair, because that's when you and Too Short wrote a song, and that one for the Raiders. So I got my speaker under my chair. And I'm going through the whole stadium, because around in Vegas, we always go for the fights. So now I go to the so I put the song on, because I'm like, yo, they was in there losing their mind, dog. I said, yeah, dog. Yo, but that, so yo, bro, I don't know how long you were sitting on that joint, bro.
I recorded that a minute ago, but everybody dig it, so it was like, yo, this, when everybody like a song, you'd be like, okay, this is the one that's gonna be the first one to fly. And look, it's hip hop. People lose sight of what the music is about. What I mean? It's shit talking, but it's being clever, it's having fun with it. That's why we shot the video the way we shot it.
Yeah.
We wanted people to understand, yo, we having fun with the song, talking a lot of shit. That's what music is about. And
that's what we do, baby. That's what we do.
I'm on church.
So, you know what I mean? First bad thing, ego. It makes us unique. It makes motherfuckers understand who we are, what we are, what we about. It's like our fingerprint,
Exactly.
And you shouldn't suppress that trying to fit into, society or what they want you to be. You gotta show them what it is. And
you did it, dog.
And as men, it's time for us to stop taking a back seat to all these other ways of doing shit. Sometimes it's like, fuck it if I'm wrong. I'm gonna do it the way I feel it, and let the chips fall where they may. And then, when you're a man, everybody got to just deal with it. It ain't no, it's up to us if everything is cool, calm, and collected, or it's gonna be a problem. So nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with showing your ego.
You gotta have it, man. You gotta have it.
That's what it's about.
Exactly.
Yo, and I see you did a premiere, man, for the joint at a theater.
Yeah, we want to do something
that
like
was crazy,
minimizing their art, and I just do something real quick, what I'm saying, for the content. But we was like, no, we're gonna go the other way. We're gonna be, very thoughtful in our music and in our visuals, and we're gonna do something special, and we're gonna treat it special, and we're gonna go there, and we're gonna, let people know we give a fuck. Because if we don't give a fuck, how you gonna give a fuck as
exactly
somebody buying the music or representing the music? So
that's what's up. That's dope, man.
One quick thing, man. I want to thank you for starting the Big Three, because shout out to my guy. Hey, look, I'm a shout out to my guy Jared Jack. He's a
Jared Jack.
And
that's
so
our guy.
Yeah, so look, he was able to get a championship in the Big Three.
Oh yeah,
he hit the game winner, didn't he?
Yeah, he hit the game winner. And look, so look, I just want to personally thank you for starting the Big Three, man. Because look, you able to get these guys that still can ball for real.
Yeah,
but look, man.
And it help us get through that dry period in the summertime when it's just golf.
That part.
That's really what it's there for us to get from the finals to the NFL. Started the NFL season, and I appreciate it, man. It's cool. People love it. It's growing. We're in our 8th year. We're starting to sell teams to different cities. So the league is growing, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Now, what you think about them doing it in the Olympics?
It's cool. You know, it just grows the sport. I mean, they're doing the amateur version of it. We're doing the professional version of it. So I think it's apples and oranges. You know, our game to me is a lot funner to watch and a lot funner to play for the athletes. And we got all the wrinkles that are interesting, like the 4-point shot, bring the fire. And so it's you know, it's working, man, and you know, more power to them, but they can't fade us.
No, sir. No, sir.
I still want to see the big three match up against the Chambers of the Olympics, though.
Me too.
Yeah,
we're gonna fight that. We're gonna fight that, you know. Hopefully, you know, by the time the Olympics is in LA, get all that shit straightened out and we'll be able to get it in.
My money is on.
Shout out to Mike Beasley too, man. Shout out to Mike.
Yes, sir. Hometown.
He's from out town too. So you know, I think and it's crazy the big three. Like I'm a Wizards fan because that's my hometown team, only team. I think I've seen more people post on Instagram when you was in the city, in our city. Y'all, the big three, then they posted a Wizards fan last year.
They did 42 times a year, you know, 41 times a year. We did one time. So you know, I ain't surprised.
Hey, now hey, Cube, you putting out a better product at the Wizards right about now.
Yeah, man. I mean, like everybody's story was the big three in DC. I was like this. I will never see the Wizards posted like this.
Yeah, you're not going to see them no time soon either, man. Don't worry.
We gonna wrap up on this, man. Because we can keep you all night, dog.
I know, man.
Pleasure, you my brother.
Yeah,
you know how we get down, dog. I'm here, and if you got time,
when I drop the album, let's do a part 2.
For sure.
I'm ready. I'm ready, dog. I'm gonna send you the link I did me and Snoop in the studio when we was doing Brothers. So you can watch that, me, Snoop, and straight hand. So you know, still my pen game's still serious.
You still got it.
My pen game is serious.
Talk to him, Chip.
Hey, but before we get out of here, man, we got one thing we do, man. It's called the Victory Lap, man. The Victory Lap, man. So the Victory Lap is where, you know, we got a good pod, man. We wrapping it up. And the Victory Lap is where you just give the people a gem, jewel to leave with, you know what I'm saying? Whatever kind of piece of advice do you want to give them, though?
Man, be yourself, trust yourself, stop second guessing yourself, listen to that inner voice to show you the way, and you know, go with your own instincts. You know, you got a lot of noise coming from, you know, everybody on the internet telling you how to do it, what to do. Hey, check out this. Are you doing this wrong? You should have been doing it this way or that way. You know, sometimes if you listen to all that, you won't know who the hell you are at the end of the day. So sometimes, you know, you got to do what you do, let the chips fall where they may. And I don't mind being wrong as long as I'm wrong and I'm not taking somebody's advice and then wrong. So that's yourself, you know, that's my thing.
Nah, for sure. Hey, and we got to get children in a new Friday too. We gonna get you. I plug you, man.
Hey, yo, I auditioned for Friday. Q said, "Man, you to New York, man. This Q ain't gonna." Yo, nah, I got you. We gonna get together. We gonna do one. He like, yo, man. Like, hey, yo, all right, man.
Hey, Kenny, we
remember y'all had the casting office on Wilshire.
Oh shit!
You know, he was like, "Yeah, man, down chill. Yo, you ain't gonna fit
to New York. You know West Coast though."
Yeah. Hey, nah, he good now, man. We gonna get you.
We gonna rock now. You know, you can drop that accent, man. I know you got some LA in you right now.
Yeah, get a little bit there, bro. Yo, one last question, bro.
Yeah,
because I know we supposed to be done. I tell people all the time, I miss the smell of the reel in the studio, dog.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Just that. You, go ahead, bro.
DJ Quick says something that I agree with. When we used to record on those 2-inch tapes,
yes,
you know, and the magnetism it takes to record something on those 2-inch tapes. What we're missing today is not only would the music get caught on those tapes, but the vibe in the room would be caught on those tapes.
Right. Yes.
That's what you lose digitally.
Yes.
You get the music, but you don't feel the vibe in the room like if you listen to Marvin Gaye, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. You could feel the whole
all the energy, all the
energy.
Because the thing about it, we was recording like
Quincy Jones right here, bro. Come on, like what are we doing?
We was recording like that.
Yeah,
we was using the same methods of recording. So the sound in the end. So I'm telling you, man, I tell all the time when you get in there, especially after all the rigmarole we go through, and then you got to go spend studio time. Then we got to go buy the tape. That stuff was like, we ain't had that much, so you had to
$200-$300 a rip, and you only get 3 songs on it.
Damn. Real talk, man. So I'm like, bruh, them days, I'm like, all of that, I think helps create the artists in us, man. It was like, it was a workout, dog.
Nothing was instant. You had to you had to build it, you had to find it, you had to go find sounds, you had to grab other keyboards. It wasn't like everything was locked in one keyboard. But I'm gonna have to, I gotta everybody.
Oh no, you good, man.
I know, we appreciate
it. Much respect.
Man. Sure. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, Ice Cube, man.
Hit me up, Chill.
All right, baby.
All right.
Hey, Kenny, man, tell them where they can find us at, man.
You can find us all our video on YouTube. That's the Pitt Stop Podcast. At the Pitt Stop Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok until January. Because they going away with that. But you can also catch us on Twitter. We got the same handle. That's the Pitt Stop Podcast. At the Pitt Stop Podcast, man. You can find us everywhere.
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts, Google, YouTube. Check us out.
Hey, man, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, it's your favorite podcast.
We rolling.
We out.